Well, what difference does it make? Why does the truth even matter? It doesn't matter. That is one of the most insane comments that I see all the time. And to me, it's crazy. Like, for one thing, if you feel like that, you're not ready for the truth. That's all. It's not that the truth doesn't matter. It's that you're not ready for it because you are preoccupied with whatever you have going on. And I'm sure that whatever it is very materialistic in nature. We have been completely driven out of the natural world, the natural way of things, into this materialistic, fear-based way of living. And it's not natural. It's no wonder why we are so disconnected and feel completely disconnected from nature. It's obvious to me. It's not a mystery. It's simple. You have to tune yourself to nature. How do you tune yourself to nature in the reality of things? Number one, you have to create a foundation based on truth, not on lies. If you're building your house on lies, it's going to take is one thing, one tragedy, one mistake, one idea, and your whole house is going to cave right in because you built an entire thing based on things that are not true. You need to build on truth. I don't know why that's so hard to understand. If you don't think the truth is important, maybe we need to rephrase how we put this. Like, let's think. If you saved all of your money for gold because you needed gold to build something, you were building something and you needed the gold as a component for electrical whatever, you need that gold. It needs to be gold. It can't be anything else. It can't be, something painted like gold. It has to be actual gold. You save your life savings. You buy all the gold to now start your business, and you crack into it and you realize instantly it's not gold. It's fool's gold. And you just got lied to and you just bought into a lie. Yeah, that would be devastating because your whole idea, all of everything, you wanted to do all this stuff, and now you can't because you were fooled. You were lied to. You propped this entire idea up on a great idea, good idea, awesome idea, not knocking the idea, but all of the components to your idea, they fell through because the major component to your idea was flawed because it was a lie. Now you can't do what you did, you're screwed, and you got to start all over again. That will happen to people eventually if they have a belief system that doesn't make any sense, which is everyone. I mean, there isn't a belief system out there that's truthful in the mainstream. They're all nonsense. You have to understand, when people turn to flat earth, they normally turn to Christianity, and that's not the truth either. It's just not. I believe in God. Don't get me wrong. I 100% believe in God. I believe in the ultimate creator. I believe in a creator of heaven and earth. I just do not believe that man is Jesus. And that's based on, a lot of information. It's based on years and years and years of research, becoming a pastor and really learning, going to school for history, learning, taking classes, going to seminars, listening to lectures, reading thousands of books. I don't know what else to say. Like, he just isn't a real person. And even if he was, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a difference because he's not God. He is no more the Son of God than you or me. He's a man that died and is not coming back. So if you are waiting for him, you're going to wait for a long time. It's going to be a long wait, and it's just not going to happen. So that sucks for you, and I feel bad. That's why I'm out here doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to tell people the truth because the truth sets you free. How do you get better? How do you become better in this world? Okay? If you can't pray to Jesus. Number one, you own up to your mistakes. If you are fucking up, you own it. You own it and you get by it. You move on. That's how you get better. There were two major influences on the world when it comes to the brain and the way that we think and the way that we do things. And one of those people was Sigmund Freud, who everyone knows about. Now, the other man in the picture that people used to know about that they completely stopped teaching about in school is there was Freud and Adler. And Adler, Freud believed that, oh, if your family is bad and you grow up in a rough family, you have no chance. You're gonna grow up to be a terrible person, and that's just the way it's gonna be. It's more nature versus nurture type of deal. Now, Adler believed that anyone has the ability to be better. Anyone. But in order to become better, you have to own your flaws. You have to recognize them, and you have to own them. And you have to acknowledge them. You have to get by them. You have to move past them. Now, I think it's interesting because this formula seems to be the formula that they use in a lot of the programs, AA, NA, those type of programs. And if you follow those programs, they work. So I think it's funny. I've seen people in those programs go from being pretty much, indoctrinated in incarceration, being in jail their whole life, not knowing anything but jail, and NA or AA changes their life if they actually work it, because what you're doing is you are acknowledging how shitty you are, and you're changing it. You're putting in effort to change. So that's the thing, man. We have been tricked. We have been fooled. We have been manipulated. They have been giving us characters for years, and they have been teaching us nonsense and forcing it down our throat. I think it's time we learn the other side of the story. I think it's time we learn to tune ourselves to reality. And I think it's time we start to get better, do better, get better, be better. It's not a mystery. I don't think it's that difficult. I've been to prison, man. My life was not good. I was a drug addict. I had serious problems. Like I was severely depressed. I didn't want to live, man. I hated my life, and I hated everything about it. And I changed. How did I change? By learning truth. By acknowledging all of my defects and trying to get better, trying to turn those defects of character into something positive, and like I said, it takes work, but anyone can do it. Don't fall for all of this bullshit, all of this nonsense. They want you believing that you're spinning on a ball infinitely through outer space, and you have no meaning. You're just an infinite speck of dust that means nothing. And there's probably infinite yous all over the place on other planets and other galaxies and blah, blah. It's just so silly. I don't believe that. I believe that everyone is here for a reason. I believe that you are incredibly important, whether you believe it or not. And you need to believe it, because the only way to do something in this life is to believe it. If you do not believe it yourself, it's not going to happen. Because why would it? It's all about perception. If you can change your perception, okay? If you can change the way you perceive the world will start to change around you to match how you feel about it. And that's just the way that it works, because we're in a system. This is an electromagnetic system that we are in. Start to learn about it and watch the system start to work for you. It's really incredible what it does when you go with the flow instead of going against the grain. Why do you think all of the government entities and all the huge major corporations, they always start their companies or their whatevers right around the summer solstice? Why is that? It's because they are going with the flow. They understand nature. When you go in the ocean, you don't swim against the tide, because it's not going to do anything. You're going to get nowhere. If you swim with the tide, you're gonna go far. It's like canoeing along a river. If you're going along the river, the flow of the river in towards the ocean during low tide, when the ocean's going out, so the river's going out, you're going to go fast down that river in that canoe. You're going with the flow. But if you try and do that on high tide when the water's flushing in, good luck. It's going to be a tough trip. You're going to be paddling forever, trying to get nowhere fast. They go with the flow because they understand the natural rhythm of the world, and we don't, because they don't teach it to us, because they want all of us going against the grain while they're going with it. It gives them all the power and keeps us weak. It's not a difficult thing to understand, okay? They've been doing this for thousands of years. Kings back in the day used to hold the real information and give the people all of the nonsense information because they didn't feel like we deserved to know. You got to understand, information is very important. Information is honestly kind of the only important thing in this world, because information builds you things. Information creates things. That's all information. You can't do anything without it. It's the only important thing. If everything else goes away, you can blow up buildings, you can get rid of phones, you can destroy computers, but if you have information up here, as long as you're still walking on the earth, you can get that back. That's how important it is. Now, if you have fake information, you're not getting anything back because you don't even know the how it works in the first place. It's so important to learn the truth. And when I hear people say it isn't, I get really frustrated. And honestly, it's sad, man. Because I get I start to think, there's no way someone can seriously think that way. How does that make sense? If NASA's spending almost $100 million a day on sending rockets to nothing, what could we do with that money? I see people struggling every day, suffering, struggling. I struggle, man. Life is not easy. I work 55, 60 hours a week at my day job. And then all I do is I make videos, I work on my website, I write books. I'm out trying to promote and push this message, the message of truth. I'm busy. My wife, same thing. She works 1 million hours a week. We have 2 kids that are both play sports basically all year round. It's never ending. My stepdaughter is deaf. So it's a little bit more work because she has more stuff going on. She's got more things to do. It's busy. We are busy. Life is busy. It's to me, it's now or never. Learn the truth now. Set your mind free so that you can be at peace with what you have here. Because listen, we live on this earth. We're stuck here until we're not here. You might as well be at peace. You might as well enjoy it. You might as well know the truth. That's what I believe. You can go to my website if you want to learn. I'm highly banned. If you can help me, please become a member. It's a massive support. It's less than a damn coffee every month. And it's such a huge support to me. It really helps. It helps me get out there and push the message. Someday I'm hoping to be able to work part-time so that I can get out after noon and go out, and the rest of the, from 12 to 5, I can be on the street talking to people, helping people reach the truth. Because I'm driving around. I drive around. I got books all over right next to me. This is one of my Bibles. I mean, loaded. Every page I have tabbed out, highlighted. When I study something, I don't just look over it. I don't just read it. I read it out loud. I highlight, I take notes, and I read it over and over and over and over and over and over again until I can completely grasp it. If I'm not grasping it 100%, I read it over, because what are you even reading it for if you're not 100% grasping it? So, some books take a while to read. Like I got Morals and Dogma, Albert Pike right here. This book, I'm still reading. I've read it 3 times, but I'll probably read it for the rest of my life here and there because it's so much information. It's almost impossible to absorb it all. You just got to read it over and over and over and over. But there's so much good information in these books, and I highly recommend reading. Don't get your information, get it online if you can, but honestly, Google is not a good source of information. Google's owned by Alphabet Inc. Alphabet Inc. is owned by BlackRock. BlackRock uses flat earth symbolism in the name of the business. I don't trust them because of that reason. I mean, how are you gonna act like the earth is a ball, but use flat earth symbolism? It's so upside down. It's their way of disclosing the truth because they believe in karma, man. They believe that they can tell you, if they tell you what they're doing, they can do it. You know, as long as they tell you. If they say, hey, everybody, we're going to blow up Chicago next week, everybody get out, and then everyone's like, they're so funny, they're going to blow up Chicago. And then next week comes and they blow up Chicago. Well, they can say, listen, we told you guys what we were doing. I mean, the karma is off their hands at that point, so to speak. It's because they understand how the system works. They understand that we do learn this law in school. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. That goes for everything. That goes for everything. That's what I believe. I believe everything. If you throw a baseball, it's going to do something. If you say a word to someone, it's going to have an equal and opposite reaction. Whatever that is, it's going to change either the person you're saying it to in some way or someone around you. It is always going to be something because we live in a world that everything can be manipulated via vibration. Speaking is vibration. There's so much more to this realm than we know. And I'm finally starting to learn little bits. I'm peeling the onion back. And every time I peel it back, man, not only do I get a tear because it's amazing, all of the beauty that we have been lied to about. It's incredible, but you keep peeling and you keep learning. And that's what it's all about, being open-minded and learning. If you're not open-minded, you don't learn. That's it. It's that simple. And I would rather learn new things than be stuck in my old ways, only knowing what I used to know. I want to grow. I want to evolve on this earth. I want to get better. And if that means I have to learn everything, then I have to learn everything. If that means that a lot of the stuff I learn is going to be fake and I have to sift through, then I have to sift through. That's the way it goes. When you dig for gold, you have to sift. You're not just picking up the nuggets. You got to sift. You got to sit there and sift it all out. So that's what you have to do with information to get the nuggets. Get the nuggets. You want the nuggets or not? I don't know. You don't have to have them. I don't, it's not up to me for you to get the nuggets. I'll get the nuggets. I like the nuggets. You know what I mean? I'll just keep saying nuggets too, because it's a funny ass word. Nugget, nugget, nugget. I love the nuggets, and I want nuggets of truth. You know what I'm saying? Truth nuggets. Sprinkle them all over the place. Good. I guarantee you too, watch Sci-Fi Dan or whatever. He'll probably take this video and try and make me look stupid. I don't care. People like that are clowns. They don't ever debunk what you're saying. They just clip videos to make you look stupid and post them together and make stupid comments. He's a judgmental moron. I could care less what this guy thinks. I actually appreciate that he does that type of stuff, because my YouTube page is getting bigger because he's making fun of me. So thank you, brother. You have a huge following. You're doing me a solid. Keep doing it. Most of the people that watch your page watch you to make fun of you. So I really appreciate you. I probably have more fans on your page than you do. So funny. I love you all. This is my opinion. And like I said, again, if you want to help me, if you want to just learn, I'm uploading information to my website every day. I'm trying to make it fun and entertaining. I'm trying to put a lot of stuff on there for people. I'm trying to make it look pretty and easy to use. So please check it out. And no, I'm not a Freemason. With the Sun is my name in Latin. You can figure out my name if you go back and look in Latin. With the Sun, 33 is the Pagatherian numerology of that last name. How do you do Pagatherian numerology? Well, it's simple. You associate letters with numbers A through Z, 1 through 9. So A is 1, B 2, C 3, D 4. You go up to 9, and then you start back at 1. All right? So like, let's see. F, O, and X. F-O-X, Fox. That's 666 in Pythagorean numerology. So you can learn. So my name in Pythagorean numerology, of course, with the Sun Latin, 33 is the numerology of the last name. When you figure out what that is, you can try and figure it out. It's a puzzle. I do it to keep people entertained and to keep people using their brain, because that's what I promote. Use your own brain. To think. Don't comment. Think. I see so many comments and I'm like, dude, that person didn't think before they put that there. And it reminds me of myself when I was younger. And I'm not proud of that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help you, because there will be a day when you are embarrassed over your actions of your past. I'm trying to help you. All right, I'm trying to help you. Start to open your mind. Start to listen to other people and start to use your own mind. That's what you have one for, you know. We've all been given a brain. Let's use them. Why are we letting other people use our brains for us? Let's use them ourselves. That's why they're in our head. It's amazing. Anyway, I love you all. Check out my website if you like. My opinion.